Hi everyone, this is Crystal and I am back with another Organize With Me video. Thank you so much for tuning in. You may have seen the one where I did my 6x6 paper pads and ended up with this empty container. I said then this is where I intend to keep my 6x8 paper pads. They're currently stored in this matching kind of file folder container along with some larger papers that are 8x8. Which if you have been scrapbooking long enough, you know that used to be the smaller size of choice. But things have kind of moved towards 6x8 instead, and I am all for that. This is where I keep most of them. I do have this pile of things that kind of overflowed. And of course, I do have a lot of 6x8 paper pads stored with the collections in my 12x12 paper collection packages. So once I start to use those up, the remainder of the 6x8 pads that I want to keep will move into this container. Or actually this container, since that's what we're doing today. We're going to sort through what's here and move it into here, hopefully with some room to spare so that those other paper pads can fit in here once I'm done with those collections as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and put you on fast forward, and this shouldn't take too long to sort through what's here and get rid of some of the extras. Okay, it doesn't take me very long at all to sort through this small pile of papers. Most of the 6x8 paper pads that I have are still with the collections, and those are stored with my 12x12 papers. So there's not a lot here to go through. I do have some smaller papers stuck in the front of this container. Those are both the bookmarks that come in the Life Crafted kits from Citrus Twist, and then a few printable Traveler's Notebook size papers as well, some from Citrus Twist and some other places, and then just a few papers that I had cut down to be Traveler's Notebook sized papers. So I'm going to keep those with my 6x8 papers. I tend to kind of use them in the same way, so it doesn't bother me to have them all together. They'll just sit in the front of this bin. The rest of the papers I'm mostly keeping just because I don't have a lot and I do use them. But these 8x8 papers, I will get rid of most of them. You'll see me keep just a few, and I'll talk to you a bit in about what I plan to do with the ones that I do keep. But most of these I'm letting go. It's kind of an awkward size, honestly. I don't know why it feels more awkward than a 6x8, but especially the ones that aren't just pattern, the ones like that one you just saw that had a border around the outside. I don't scrapbook in 8x8. I never actually did, I don't believe. So it's not something that I really use or would even know how to begin to use other than maybe just slapping it onto a larger piece of paper. But I don't see myself doing that, so I am just going to let go of most of these with the exception of just a couple. So I am going to come back here live and talk to you about the decisions that I made and what my plan is going forward. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'm nearly done here, so I am going to let you finish watching this and then I will be right back. Okay, so it didn't take me long to go through the 6x8 paper pads and papers that I had, mostly because I don't have that many, and I knew I pretty much wanted to keep most of what was here, especially all of the Citrus Twist. I use those quite a bit, so happy to keep all of those. There are some Kelly Perky ones back here that I also really love, and then just a few random bits, some Studio Calico papers, and then the majority of the 6x8 paper pads I did keep because I do use those quite a bit as well. I did get rid of a few. This is a duplicate that I accidentally bought a second one of, so it's just going to go into the destash pile just because there's no way I'll ever use two of those. The rest of these are just ones that I know I'm not going to use, so they are going to go away. I did keep just a few, just a handful of the 8x8 papers that I really liked the design of, and I think what I might do is just trim them down to be 6 by 8 and then store them in here with the other loose papers. Just because I think that's probably how I'll use them. I'll be most likely anyway to use them as 6 by 8 papers instead of trying to put an 8 by 8 onto, say, a 12 by 12 layout or something like that. So yeah, I will probably cut them down to 6 by 8 and then end up maybe using them in Traveler's Notebooks or in my Life Crafted album, which is really where I use most of this, if not in my Project Life album. So that is my plan. I think the only thing I need to do is to organize these a little bit better so that things are a bit easier to find in here. I need to do the same thing with my 6 by 6. You saw me put them in here, but they are in no way organized, so I need to go through and figure out a way of organizing them a bit better and maybe making some dividers. So I'll do that and I will come back later on and show you how that turned out. But for today, I think that is it. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments below and I will definitely get back to you. If you enjoyed this video, hopefully you did. Hopefully you got some inspiration for organizing your papers. Please do give it a thumbs up if you did, because it does let me know that you enjoy what I'm doing and that I should do more of it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't already. Thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you back here soon.